Demographics and the coronavirus. Israel is a country with a high birth rate. Israelis like having many children. Some say that the fact that we like having many children here in Israel might be dangerous because it can put lots of pressure on our infrastructures. On the other hand, during the corona era, we see a decline in the number of new pregnancies. How do you see this? Why is it that Israelis like having many children? What is it about us? Because we've lost many of our relatives and many of our people in general throughout history. And therefore, every time that there's a new generation and that we naturally multiply, we're happy. There's this song that I really like that goes, which means that children are happiness, children are a blessing. And this is how I really feel. When I look at my family, on my mother's side, they were 12 children. On my father's side, they were 7 children. I have 4 children. And sometimes when I talk to my children, I tell them, I recommend you to have many children too. Don't be satisfied with 1 or 2 kids. Have many kids. When my kids go to sleep at a friend's house or they're in the army or someplace, I feel that the house is empty. I can't imagine what will happen when they leave home. What is it about kids? We just start talking about them, immediately it brings a smile to our face. A person sees his continuity in it. He sees that his natural love towards them goes and grows and that it has a future. Our future is in our children, and that's natural. Now I want to ask in terms of numbers. Some say that because there's so many billions of people in the world, and because nature had to balance itself out, because it had to even out the situation, it brought the coronavirus upon us. In order to dilute the population, in order for it to be able to get along with the number of people. Nonsense. Nonsense. Our planet can support billions and billions more. Up to 30-40 billion, there's no point in thinking about stopping ourselves. But where will it bring so much food from and water? No problem. No problem. We're using only 1% of the planet's surface. Are you relying on innovative technologies? No, on new relationships. What do you mean? That if we treat each other nicely, we'll be able to decide what's good and what's not, and we'll make industry and trade and everything so it'll be good for everyone. Suddenly I remember this saying, a land of milk and honey. That means that nature can really pamper you. So when does nature pamper us, and when does it close its wallet? How does it work? According to your attitude toward nature. Nature is like human beings. It feels your attitude. If you love it, it loves you. If you don't, it doesn't. Everything that you feel is just a feedback. In the future, do you think that people will want to have more children, or will this desire lessen? It'll be a direct result of people treating each other favorably. They'll want to have children, and more of them. That's beautiful, but why is it related? Why not? Because a good mood makes room for everyone.